Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us is the 2023 GMC Yukon XL four-wheel drive Denali, finished off in volcanic red. We'll go over the MSRP once we go over all the specs and features for this all-new Yukon. So let's start off with what powers this, because there are a few different engine options. For this model here, this has the 6.2 liter Ecotec 3 V8. It is paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and it pumps out 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. That power sent through the full-time four-wheel drive system, propelling this 5,800-pound SUV from 0 to 60 in right around 6 seconds with a top speed of 112 miles an hour. Now it has a fuel capacity of 24 gallons. You'll expect to see around 14 miles per gallon in the city and 18 out on the highway. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling, this model has a massive grille. You can see GMC right in the middle with a forward-facing camera. Plenty of cutouts in that grille too, but it has a massive presence to it for this full-size SUV. Now, this also has LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals with the LED fog lights in the lower section. There's also a functional cutout to provide better aerodynamics, brush trim with the gloss black surrounding that. This has forward-facing sensors too, and then some nice bulges coming down the hood to mimic some of the GMC pickup trucks. It is pretty much a pickup truck with extra seating, so it has a nice beefy design to it. Now, this model also has the upgraded 22-inch wheels finished off in gloss black. You'll notice there's some more chrome running down the sides. It's even on the GMC badge. This has two-tone for the side mirrors with the camera system and the integrated turn signal. It does have a full moonroof too, with the roof racks on both sides. More chrome trim surrounds the windows. And being the XL, this is stretched about 20 inches compared to the non-XL. Most of that room is right around the rear tire, which I will come back to once we hop inside. This even has the power side steps. You'll see chrome on the door handles as well, and nice lines that run down the side. So even though it is stretched, it is still very proportional looking. Now, for the rear, this does have a body colored spoiler with the third brake light. Wiper blade is up underneath. It has LED taillights, backup camera with all these sensors, even the quad tip dual exhaust, which we can go ahead and take a listen to. So I will lock the vehicle, double tap this button, and it will start right up. All you need to do is hold on it to shut it off if you would like to. And then from there, we can take a look at the rear cargo, where we have a split design for the glass and the liftgate itself. So if I use this hidden button on the right side, I can actually pop the glass. It's a little bit narrow, so this is mainly for quick access if you have some smaller items. And then you can push this button down below to activate the power liftgate. Now, you can use the key fob for both of those, which is nice. And at the moment, the third row is up. Yes, that is not the second row. Look at how much space there is behind that third row. Now, you have a little bit of space up underneath, mainly for the cover that you can place in there when it is not in use. And then we have a 3-prong outlet on the passenger side. And then the third row is also automatic, so you can quickly put those down, bring them back up too. The second row, all you have to do is double tap on this button here, and those will fold down. Now, the second row is manual to go back up, but you can quickly bring up that third row. Look at the amount of space that there is with that third row down. You have about 4 or 5 feet before you get to that second row of space. So if you have the vehicle packed, you have no shortage of space for anything that you need to place in the back. And then we have that button up top. You can actually shut the power liftgate off if you like to. You can have it stop 3/4 of the way, so just depending on your situation. Now, you can also lock and unlock this vehicle using the back door handle. So I just need to push on that button. We have the power side step, which will deploy. And then this even has two-tone for the door panel. We have wood trim, the Bose audio, split level design for the storage. Very nice stitching running down that armrest. And as you can tell, with the second row currently folded flat, if you pull on this back lever once, the seat will go into this position. If I pull on it a second time, now we have tons of space at 5'10" to walk up into this third row. We have some auxiliaries, cup holders, a nice armrest here to really relax, and have 3 people in the back. It's a little bit tight for someone of my size to have 2 other people next to me, but it's definitely doable, and you could ride around town in this 3rd row if you needed to. Now you could exit through the middle since there are captain's chairs, but you can also push on this button to get that seat into that position, or pull on this lever on the back as well. So if I lock this into place and bring it all the way up, very easy to do. The front control will slide this seat back. So to give myself some more legroom, I can easily do that. And these are captain's chairs, so we have that armrest. We can even recline too. So this is pretty much the place to be. Now you can see storage pockets, cup holders, even the climate adjustments. These are also heated seats, and we have some auxiliaries and that 3-prong outlet, so that way you can charge electronics. We have the moonroof, of course. And then as we work our way to the front seats, the door panel is just like the rear. There's all the window adjustments though, power folding side mirrors, even some memory seating controls. And the front seats are automatic. We have Denali in them, all the stitching and piping. They are also heated and ventilated seats too. And with that side step, it's so easy to enter this truck. I'll call it a truck. It is massive for sure. You can see the diagram that plays on both of the screens before we start this up with that button over on that right side. And you will notice all of the brown for the full leather on the steering wheel. It's on the dash too. Very nice contrast, matches with the upper section, of course. Now for the steering wheel, on the right side, there's Bluetooth and voice commands. We also have volume adjustments on the back. Tuning is on the back on that right side. And then you can use all these to further go through this information in the middle. So we can scroll through a lot of information just depending on what you'd like to see. You have all of these vitals, which is nice to be able to pull up, even a blank page too. I can swipe over and pull up the music, so when you have that running, you can monitor that along with your phone. And then we also have the display layout. So currently it is in classic. We can go to progressive, where it will change slightly. You can also go into a digital format. And then the last one is clean, so it's just going to show the miles per hour. Now if we go back up to classic, you can actually decide what you would like to see on the left or the right side, and then you can adjust the lower section too. Now you can also go into the head-up display, where currently it is showing the pitch and roll as well as the degrees for the steering wheel. If I come over to the controls over on this left side, I can further go through that and just show miles per hour, look at the distance pacing or the compass, and then we are back to that first one that I set up. So it's nice that you have that amount of adjustability, just depending again on what you'd like to see for the day. Now on this left side, there's cruise and adaptive cruise, and then the heated steering wheel too. Now also over on this left side, we have the trailer braking system, all the headlight and fog light adjustments with dimmer switches. You have the 4-wheel drive selectors there. And then we even have the different driving modes. So this has normal, sport, there's also off-road and tow and haul. And then you can use that same dial to go through the ride height. So with the air ride suspension, you have the entry and exit, there's normal, increased, and then maximum ground clearance. So just depending on what you're doing for the day, if you need that added height. There's the electronic parking brake as well. And then we have lane keeping assist, traction control, a downhill assist control. You can turn on and off the parking sensors and the engine start stop, and then a shortcut to the 360 camera system, which we will get to here. And then right in the middle, there's 2 air vents, and then we have this massive touchscreen system. So on the home setting, you will see audio as well as Google Maps. We have all of these icons that you can go through from your phone to your maps, Play Store, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can go into your climates, even your trailering system as well. And then you can even set up shortcuts on this left side, so that way you can quickly get into all of this information, including your phone and the trailering system. If you trail something a lot, you can quickly get into that. So if we go into the climates here, we can go through all this information and monitor that, of course, as needed. But let's take a look at that 360 camera system. So all I need to do is pull this to go into reverse, and you will see there are so many different settings just depending on the angle that you need to see. We have some hitch views for the trailering system. And then if I put this into drive, now we have the same angles, but you can see the forward-facing camera. And then park is on the top. You can even adjust what gear you are in. If you're trailering or towing, you can easily adjust that. Now right in the middle, we have a few more buttons for that screen. There's a home icon. You can also use this control to further go through that info. Volume and power's on that left side. And then there's even physical buttons for all the climate adjustments. So it's laid out very nicely with where you'd like the air to go, fan speed, and the temperature dials. And then we have the adjustments for those heated and ventilated seats. Now this is mainly a people hauler, so you're going to have people in the back, maybe kids, where you can quickly adjust their climate adjustments, so you can do that for them, which is nice. Now right in the middle, there's more wood trim, and if I open these up, you will see a wireless charging pad along with some auxiliaries and then cup holders on that back side. What I like about the center armrest is you can place your phone here. It's not going to slide around. And then when you open this up, you have an ample amount of space along with all the room and the glove box. So you can put all of that there as needed. And then taking a look at visibility, this is a long vehicle, but so far it's very easy to see all around. And with another acceleration, we are up to speed. It really doesn't feel underpowered by any means. This has a healthy engine. For the weight of this, you're going to have no issues getting up to speed, even towing like it is meant to do. So for 90 grand, I really think you're getting a good SUV if you need something of this size. Going with the XL pretty much gives you all of the space that you could possibly want and not have to worry about where you're going to put items that you're bringing with you for the day. And as you can tell, it's been super comfortable and quiet. There's no road noise or wind noise. It is a nice place to be. I like all of the materials as well. Of course, you can get different options, but this one is spec'd very nicely. And everything is just easy to use, easy to go through. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this 2023 GMC Yukon XL Denali. Once again, a huge shout out to Randy Marion GMC for providing this SUV for me today. Check out their website. That link is down below. Give the video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.